ओके सो आज हम एक और 30 मिनट्स रैपिड गेम रिव्यू करने जा रहे हैं। पहले हम इसको ऐसे ही रिव्यू करेंगे एंड उसके बाद वी विल एनालाइज इट थ्रू द chess.com इंजन। ठीक है, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। एंड आई लाइक 30-minute games because yeah, it's a really good way to learn chess, because chess is all about patience and you have to think strategically and make tactical moves, okay, to make a good progress in the game. And it's not always about winning the game, it's about learning patterns and recognizing them in situations where you are kind of trapped, okay. So and 30 minutes game, I believe here it's a really good way rather than playing 10 minutes game or blitz. ठीक है, अगर आप स्टार्ट ही उससे करते हो तो फिर आपकी कोई बेस नहीं बनती है सच. Slow games are the best. So let's not talk too much. So we played the perk defense up. I don't know about the perk defense, but this is, the कह लो कि पहला बुक मूव इसका यही होता है. एंड मैं बेसिकली अपना एक ब्लेंड ही यूज़ करता हूँ, मिक्स मिक्स यूज़ करता हूँ स्टार्टिंग में. स्टार्टिंग में नहीं बल्कि पूरी गेम में ही, क्योंकि आई प्ले बुक मूव्स बट समटाइम्स अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी से के साथ जाना is more better and you can learn more faster, more fast, and playing your own moves. So I offered him a trade, but he locked the center. After that, I developed my knight and he protected it with the pawn. उसके बाद फिर I developed my bishop so I get castle, and he developed his queen, and I also developed my knight square bishop so I can protect these boxes for the knight to come in कि यहाँ पर knight ना आ सके. So yeah, that was for that. And this move allowed me to कि इन फ्यूचर बिशप यहाँ पर नहीं आ सकता. यूजुअली जब आपने कैसल नहीं किया होता तो बिशप अक्सर यहाँ पर द ओपोनेंट प्लेयर्स द बिशप टू b5 so he can check, give a check and ruin your pawn structure a bit. So ये आप तब खेलते हो, लेकिन मैंने इस पोजीशन में भी खेल दिया ताकि you can even attack the queen to stay on uh, c4. So the queen can move anywhere except this box. He moved his queen and threatened this weak pawn on b7. Mostly क्या होता है ना कि you move this pawn here, so it gets defended. But यहाँ पर I was not uh, willing to go in this way because I wanted something different and to go with a different approach. So I played this move. Just look at the valuation bar, and I just wanted कि यार he should take my pawn with an ampersand. And ampersands are really hard to ignore, and he ignored that and he took my pawn and threatened my rook. Like, I mean, it's okay because I have this pawn structure now, which is kind of good and I can push them in the future. But currently my rook is under attack, so I played bishop to a4. Completely useless move. Not useless, but when I was playing this around a month ago, so I don't know, I don't remember what I was thinking before playing this. So like, I remember that I had a strategy that I can, the knight can take my bishop and I can fork the queen and the knight after this move. But if the knight takes my bishop and I pin it, then he can go back there. Like, he can get itself pinned. ठीक है, तो मेरा bishop एक तरह से ज़ाया हो जाएगा. But he played bishop. He played bishop to block the attack, and I simply took his knight. I don't know why he sacrificed his knight, but back then I don't know what strategy I was using. But yeah, we learn with our mistakes, and we do these type of things often that are not supposed to be done. And yeah, I'm also a rook down now, so it's you can see the valuation by yourself, and like, the game isn't in my hands anymore. But I can take this pawn anyway, and he can just defend this pawn now. But here I I thought for a moment, and it was in my head, the position was in my head before that, okay, uh, see, this is my bishop. How can I create a threat for his king and also for his queen at the same time? Like, what if अगर मेरा bishop यहाँ पर आ जाए तो, like, it would be a checkmate threat to the king. But how can I do this in an efficient way? ठीक है? So I don't know what, but I came up with a brilliant move. Like, it was not a brilliant move uh, given by the engine, but according to me, this was a brilliant move in myself here. Okay, I played this move. This was a brilliant move according to myself. So I played this move. Now if you're a human, okay, you are not an engine. So you will capture this knight because it seems like a free knight, okay? And if you are a 700 plus elo player, less than 750 elo, so you'll take this knight obviously because majority of the players don't make branches at that stage कि यार अब क्या होगा इसके बाद. they simply go for the points and they get trapped after that. and जब आप खेल रहे होते हो ना गेम तो in real time आपको आप you can judge the personality and the mindset of the player that is playing against you कि वो किस तरह सोच रहा है and उसके moves किस तरह like वो उसकी strategy basically क्या है. So basically, you can judge a bit about your opponent. And I played this move so he can take my knight. ठीक है? He can take my knight, which he did, and now you can see the evaluation bar yourself. And the next move that is coming is this move because it creates a checkmate attack. ठीक है? And you cannot like easily defend that. बल्कि आपके पास कुछ defend करने के लिए होगा ही नहीं उसके बाद. You are gone. ठीक है. सो लाइक व्हेन आई गो हेयर, ठीक है, अगर वो मेरा बिशप उसको लेना पड़ेगा मेरा बिशप, ठीक है ना, क्योंकि इट्स चेकमेट थ्रेट यार. सो he will take my bishop and in the meanwhile I will take his queen with my rook. Easy. I'm 9 points or around 5 points above at least, ठीक है. So he took my knight and I moved my bishop to A5 and look at the evaluation bar. We will come that when we analyze the engine game because हो सकता है कि इंजन के पास इससे भी कोई अच्छा मूव हो. तो यहाँ पर व्हाट ही डिड कि ही टुक माय रुक एंड गिव मी अ चेक बिकॉज क्वीन तो उसकी जा ही रही है, ठीक है, तो क्यों ना रुक लेते लेते जाएं. एंड आई टुक हिज क्वीन एंड ही टुक माय बिशप ऑब्वियसली क्योंकि उसको लेना ही था. एंड यू कैन सी इज स्टिल 7 points above me, but the position I am in is like I can push my pawns forward and restrict my opponent and checkmate him. जितने मैंने sacrifice करना था वो मैंने कर दिया, जो मैंने blunders करने थे वो मैंने कर दिया. Now it's time to take the pieces and create threats. He moved his rook back here. I took his other pawn as well and he moved his bishop. मैंने pawn push करना start कर दिया हुआ था, ठीक है. तो I gave him a fork and he defended it really, really. I was really impressed at that time कि यार मैंने उसका फोर्क किया उसके pieces and he was defending it with a knight and he developed his knight at the same time. It's a really good move यार. उसके बाद I moved my knight here because उसके बाद मैं यहाँ पर लेके आता and ताकि I can also sacrifice my knight to take either the bishop or the rook. Obviously, I would take the rook because the bishop is defended by the rook. So he played this move, and I had no other choice to move my queen here. And no doubt, he was a really good player. Like he was making reasonable moves at that time, and look at how he defended every piece of his. Like his bishop is defended. I can't take the knight. I only have to protect my pawn at this time. तो यहाँ पर मैं और कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता था because my queen was under attack. So I moved it to b6 and he took my pawn. Okay, no problem. I have other pawns as well to push. So as you can see, he really restricted my queen's movements and so I have to move here and it actually defends my pawn as well. ठीक है, तो ही मूव्ड हिज बिशप. मैंने कहा यार तुम मेरे पॉन ले लो, ठीक है, आई विल जस्ट मूव here. So I'm on the open file and I can create multiple threads. So I took my pawn and अब उसका जो रुक है ना एक तरह से उसकी जो movement है वो limited हो चुकी है because he is not on an open file. Yeah, he got a passed pawn, but uh, it's not, beneficial for him to create a passed pawn right now because I gave you a check and you moved back. So I'm the one who is pushing the pawn right now. तो मैंने उसको check दिया and मुझे लग रहा था कि यार I was so close to victory because my knight is there and my queen is there as well. Then I forked his pieces and he gave me a check. जो ये वाला move था ना, it was really great because uh, your rook can't be here, can't be here, can't be here either. It can only go here because it can only go here because अगर वो किसी और फाइल पे जाता है या फिर लेट्स से वो यहाँ पर जाता है तो उसकी मूवमेंट तो बिल्कुल डेड हो जाएगी ना एक तरह से तो what he did was he moved it here. Now you can simply fork his rook and king and can take it easily. I once again forked his pieces. ठीक है, the knight was forked, but look at the king's position. I can easily checkmate him in a few moves. ठीक है, like you can move the king here, not here, not here. Uh, only only this block is where you can move. So he moved his king here. Now you can see the evaluation bar. It's totally me. Like it's totally black. And this is checkmate. But obviously they're humans, so मैंने नहीं सोचा उस बारे में and I gave him a check. It was really foolish of me. ठीक है, and he moved to this block and I don't know what I was doing. जब मैंने गेम बाद में रिव्यू की थी तब मुझे अंदाजा हुआ कि यार ये गेम तभी खत्म हो गई थी जब his king moved to this file. Like I'm still winning, but मुझे लगा था कि यार कि मैं इससे अच्छा एक फिनिश कर सकता था तो यहाँ पर मैंने बस अपना नाइट भी ट्रेड कर दिया बिकॉज आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यार मेरा पॉन तो प्रमोट हो ही जाएगा तो इतनी फिक्र करने की कोई बात नहीं है. I took his bishop and he pushed his pawn, but it was pointless because मैंने कोई ना कोई तरीका तो ढूंढ लेना था. Gave him another check, he moved here, gave him another check, he moved here, and मुझे यहाँ पर अपने pawn promote करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी because it was a really decent checkmate. Now let's review this game and let's see कि हमने कहाँ-कहाँ पर mistakes की हैं. This was a really bad move, a really inaccuracy एंड मुझे करना चाहिए था मुझे अपना बिशप वापस लेके जाना चाहिए था ताकि मैं ये पॉन डिफेंड कर सकता. मैं देखो ना लाइक उसको यहाँ पर आना चाहिए था इंस्टेड ऑफ के ब्लॉकिंग विद द बिशप. अच्छा मुझे लग रहा था कि जो मेरा बिशप वाला मूव था ये ब्रिलियंट मूव होगा बट ये ब्रिलियंट मूव नहीं था बिकॉज नाइट टू E4 was the best move here. देखते हैं क्यों. Okay, I take the pawn. The pawn takes my knight. I give him a check. Check with the bishop, and I take his rook. And he takes my bishop. But I don't think that I'm in a better position right now. I also played a really bad move because he wanted to do this. Like is okay. तो इस केस में क्या हो रहा है कि मेरा रुक सेव हो रहा है. ठीक है, लाइक आई गिव द चेक विद द बिशप and I took his queen. तो आई एम material up. कि मेरे लेवल पे तो this was also a brilliant move. Then this move was a really good move by him because he took my rook and he was a material up though. And see यहाँ पर it was a checkmate but I missed it. And at the end we somehow managed to win this game but it made us learn many lessons. And you know what? uh, यहाँ पर जो मैंने ये मूव किया था ना ये भी inaccuracy थी. Basically this was a checkmate because he can't move here, can't move here. Like ये रैंक तो वो नहीं, इस रैंक पे तो जा ही नहीं सकता वो बिकॉज मेरी क्वीन वहां पर है. वो यहाँ पर भी नहीं जा सकता बल्कि वो सच चेक चेक के बाद तो वो सच इधर भी नहीं जा सकता ना. तो इट्स अ चेकमेट, सिंपल चेकमेट. दे रियली मिस द गुड मूव्स एंड वी डोंट थिंक जस्ट रश. तो ये है कि यार आपको सोचना पड़ता है मूव से पहले. अगर आपके पास टाइम है, इफ यू आर प्लेइंग अ लॉन्ग 30 मिनट्स गेम तो आराम से सोचो बैठ के एंड यू कैन सी माई क्लॉक के आई ओनली हैड 5 मिनट्स लेफ्ट बिकॉज यार जब आप एक इस तरह की गेम खेल रहे होते हो ना जहाँ पर स्ट्रैटेजी बहुत यूज हो जाए तो टाइम लगता ही लगता है एंड जब मैं देखता था कि यार कि प्लेयर्स 2-2 घंटे की गेम खेलते हैं एंड स्टिल दे दे मतलब आखिर के 1 मिनट तक गेम जा रही होती है तो मैं सोचता था कि यार लाइक ऐसा क्यों होता है बट नाउ आई थिंक दिस इज द रियलिटी दैट you have to think as much as possible.
So yeah, this was it for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time in another video. And for now, this is it. Yeah, goodbye, bro.